Hello, this is Kyle with Rocketman Plumbing here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we're going to cover the basic, most majorly important plumbing emergencies you could have, what you can do about some of them if you have to. Let's start with let's say a water line leak in your house. It could be a toilet, it could be underneath a sink, it could be at your hot water heater. You know, water leaks can happen anywhere where you have water lines. And to make this emergency not as big as an emergency, and that is not only to have shut-off valves that work underneath all your appliances and at your hot water heater, and a main shut-off valve for your house. It's very important that you know where these valves are and whether or not they work or not. Let's just say this is the main valve that would be underneath your sink or going to your toilet. Basically, this is an old style shutoff valve, and you have to turn this and turn it about 5 or 6 full turns and to get the water to shut off. Because hardly anyone ever turns these things off or on, they freeze up, and then you can't turn them either way. I can't budge this one, which is why I have it, because we replaced it. When we replace these valves, we do not use this style of valve anymore. We use this style, this is just a quarter turn off and on. That's off, that's on. Off, on. They work very good. They work 100%, and they're very easy to turn off and on. Another is the main shutoff valve in your house. Some houses do not have one, and that can cause an emergency to be a lot more damaging emergency if you can't shut the water off. So it's good to have one, and it's good for you to know where it is, and it's good for you to know it works before that emergency occurs. One thing that Rocketman Plumbing does is we can come in, check all your shutoff valves, make sure they work. If they don't, it's very easy to replace these. If you don't have a main shutoff valve, we can find the right location to put one in, and we would put in just a quarter turn off, quarter turn on that anyone can turn off or on. Another one is on top of your hot water heater to make sure that valve turns off and on. Lots of people have meter keys to be able to go shut the water off at the city water meter, which is usually right at the curb or the sidewalk of your house. You're not supposed to shut those off. Actually, a plumber isn't even supposed to shut it off there. We're supposed to call the city and have them come turn it off. I'm not saying we always do, because we can't. But you're supposed to. But sometimes you can't even turn it off there. Sometimes we can't turn it off there. And then you have to call the city, and that could take up to 2 hours for them to come off and turn off the leak that might be occurring inside your house. So once again, it's important to know where your shutoff valves are. It's important to know they work, and for you to know and be able to shut them off. And that's one emergency that you could have, and that would be how the solutions to solve. Another big one, which let's sewer line backups. Usually people notice they have a sewer backup problem from their washing machine, simply because the washing machine throws more water faster down your sewer line than anything else. So that's normally when people realize they have a problem. If it starts backing up, it floods out there, maybe it fills up a bathtub, maybe it overflows the toilet. The thing to do is you stop running any water in the house. If you're in the middle of doing wash, turn off your washing machine and call Rocketman Plumbing, and we'll come out and clear your sewer lines. We can also find out why it backed up in the first place, and solve the problem so it doesn't happen again. A plumber cannot turn off the main gas meter at the gas meter. You cannot turn off the shutoff valve going to your gas meter legally. Only the gas company can touch that per them. And we are abiding by that because I've gotten several fines for not doing that. But one thing we can do for you, and it's actually code now, whenever we do any work on a gas line that has to be inspected, we put in a shutoff valve on your side of the gas meter. And that, if you smell gas, if you have that shutoff valve, you can go to that and give it a quarter turn and turn off your gas. That eliminates the real dangerous emergency. Get a hold of Rocketman Plumbing and we'll come out and find that gas leak, fix it for you, turn your gas back on. No harm, no foul. This is Kyle with Rocketman Plumbing. Hope you don't have any plumbing emergencies, but if you do, call Rocketman Plumbing and we'll take care of it for you. Thank you very much.